We can start with Thursday Night Football here. Chargers 37, Vikings 10. Vikings just got absolutely run out of the stadium by the Chargers. A team in the Chargers that was struggling going into this week. I think they lost like 2 or 3 in a row. They were not playing their best ball, and the Vikings go in there. Carson Wentz he was just in hell all game. I felt
All
bad
game.
for
I
him.
felt terrible.
At some point, it was like, I forget who their 2 is. I know McCarthy was emergency.
It was like Max Brosner.
Yeah, I forget who their 2 was. At some
random-
point, you got to just put him in halfway through the game. Like, why just let Wentz get beat up like that? And I love KOC. I think he's a great coach. I didn't understand that decision at all.
I didn't understand either at all.
Yeah.
It made no sense to me. He was out there dying on the field and struggling to get up. But if you're Carson Wentz, you want to keep playing. You know this is probably your last chance to be a legitimate one.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's out there trying his hardest. And you could see it on the sidelines. He was distraught. And unfortunate for him, they had no run game at all in this game, Minnesota. The Chargers defense, after a rough showing against the Colts, came up, dominated, and showed out. Kimani Vidal for the Chargers continues to be a weapon with no Amari and Hampton. You obviously lost Najee earlier in the year. He stepped up a 100-plus yard game again, and Herbert bounces back and has a solid day, and then is seen a couple days later on the sidelines of a Lakers game with Madison Beer. So he's living life. What a week for Justin Herbert.
Yeah, it's been a big week for him. If you're a Amari and Hampton fantasy or dynasty owner, are you worried?
No, I'm not worried. I mean, Kimani Vidal, I'm pretty sure, was on the practice squad up until this injury, and
so maybe they're just a good run blocking team.
Yeah, I mean, they have a good offensive line.
Yeah,
they have Oronde Gadsden.
Has been fantastic.
2 weeks in a row, dominant.
I wish his name was easier to say.
Yeah,
I'll be honest, but the Gadsden part, not the Oronde part.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, he's an absolute stud rookie.
He's been a stud, and crazy that after like the first 3 or 4 weeks, we were sitting here talking about how Quentin Johnston's up there with, I think it was like Addison and all those guys where he was drafted in that little cluster. And no receptions in this game for 0 yards. And Lad McConkey's back. So
which is good.
It's good.
Everything is restored to how it should be.
Yeah.
Balanced. But JJ McCarthy will be back next week for the Vikings. They're going into Detroit off a bye. I got a hard time believing they win this game against the Lions.
Oh, 100%. I have a question for you.
Yep.
You saw the JJ McCarthy sideline jumping and looking completely healthy, right?
Yep.
Do you think that he was really hurt this week, or do you think he should have went out there and played?
I think he could have played, but they saw the opportunity for a long week going into a divisional game, and they took it.
I'm starting to think that. I mean, this injury came out of nowhere in the first place. That's the hardest part for me.
Right. Well, but you got to think of it with Wentz. They were like 2.5 point dogs in this game, or 3 point dogs. They're coming off a game where they lost a decently close one to the Eagles at home. I know the Eagles kept them in it, and they're not playing great ball. But the Chargers were playing bad too. There was no reason to believe we can't win this game. They can't win this game with Carson Wentz.
Well, I was under the impression still that I think they were possibly a better team with Wentz than McCarthy.
Yeah, and I don't know about that because Carson Wentz is bad too.
But I mean, we'll see next week how JJ McCarthy is going to be put in a big spot. And
yeah, with Aleem McNeil and because
I don't think he's going to play very well at all.
The problem right now with this Vikings team, and they are this like that we talked about them like the Niners, where they were this situation where it's great head coach, solid offensive line, great weapons. Most quarterbacks are going to be able to survive or thrive for the most part in that system. But the offensive line has just not been the same this year. No. And I got a hard time believing with the likes of Al-Quadin Muhammad and Aiden Hutchinson, Aleem McNeil running at you. It's going to be a tough day for him.
It's going to be a tough day, and especially if they have no run game like they did this week.
Yeah.
The Lions are good against the run.
Yeah.
And stuff that up. It's going to be on JJ McCarthy, and I don't see him doing that.
I will say, though, Aaron Jones does tend to do well against the Lions, so maybe he has a better game.
He was back this week.
Yes, he was. Didn't do much. I got him right here on fantasy. 5 carries, 15 yards, and then 2 catches for 15 as well.
Yes.
So nothing crazy for him.
A decent day for Jefferson, though, did have 11 targets.
Yep.
And that's about it.
yeah. I mean, if you got points for targets, he'd be in a good spot. But I will say the Chargers desperately needed this, and next week they get a freebie in Tennessee.
Yeah.
So
they needed it with the Chiefs getting hot. We'll see what they can keep up with the Chiefs, but
you got to keep up with the Broncos too.
Yeah, and Denver as they move to 6-2.
Yeah, so
good division there
for sure.
The West Coast is kind of hot.
Yeah, they're definitely hot. We just talked about their 2 next games. So take us into Falcons Dolphins. Dolphins win this game 34-10 over Atlanta.
Yeah, Michael Penix ends up not playing in this game, and that was pretty detrimental, I guess, as the Dolphins have easily their best game of the season, 34 points, only gave up 10. 200-plus yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks, his best game of the year. Got it to Waddle. Malik Washington, who's been very good for them recently, he gets another touchdown. Achane gets a receiving touchdown. Ali Gordon as well on the ground. So if you're a Dolphins fan, I don't know how you're really feeling because you get a free win. You get to keep Mike McDaniel for another week. But for the Falcons, really the whole story is Penix doesn't play. You get to see Kirk Cousins again out there, and he just doesn't do anything against a very bad Miami defense. So Kirk Cousins, not good. I guess it's not too much of a shock, but Bijan stuffed. Pitts was his main target, and Dolphins get a win, and the Falcons can't be affording to lose games right now.
If my last words on this planet are Kirk Cousins' ass, I will be happy that those were my last words, and I will have gone out correct. Kirk Cousins is not a good quarterback.
Well, I mean, let's look at the age.
Kirk Cousins
37.
is not a good quarterback.
37.
But I was saying he wasn't good at 35 when everyone said 8 games was the...
He was good at 35.
For 8 games.
He got hurt. I mean, he was good while he was playing.
And then he tore his Achilles, and it was exactly what everybody should have expected him to be.
After he tore his Achilles is what you're talking about.
Well, I said, yes, after he tore his Achilles.
After he tore his Achilles, he's a different quarterback. He has not been as good, but
yes,
before he tore his Achilles, he was a good quarterback.
At points in his career.
I guess that's where we disagree.
He hasn't been a good quarterback his whole career.
Most of it, I'd say he was a good quarterback.
We're not going to see eye to eye on this one. I
don't think so.
Tua, he had an eye injury before the game, I guess.
Yes.
Or something. Do you know what that was?
Yeah, I mean, it was an eye injury.
But like what?
Like swelled up. I mean, the real question is, what was he doing the night before?
Yeah.
I don't think your eye just swells up out of nowhere. I mean, it's never happened to me where my eye swells up out of nowhere.
Yeah. For no reason whatsoever.
What are the names of those Patriots receivers? He might have been doing that.
Yeah, oh no.
That's what my...
May I? No, but he was fantastic today, though. 4 touchdowns, despite almost not playing.
Yeah. I mean, he had definitely his best game of the year.
Easily. No, 100% his best game of the year.
The offense looked good, and they kicked ass, which is what he was probably doing the night before.
Yeah. This is just about as disappointing in 2 weeks, I think, as you could have if you're the Falcons. You come up short versus a beat-up 49ers team with nobody left on their defense. You come up short on the road Sunday Night Football. End of that game, your quarterback gets hit a ton of times, gets hurt, can't play the next game, and that next game you get blown out by one of the worst teams in the league at home.
Yeah.
That's about as brutal as it gets if you're a Falcons fan.
And you had a chance to jump the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that, so.
Right after, coming off beating the Bills, too.
Yeah.
Just 2 weeks of hell after hitting your peak of probably the last, couple seasons.
100% after definitely the last 3 or 4 seasons.
Yeah.
I mean, probably more than that, honestly, since before Matt Ryan.
Yeah, sucks for them, but, you gotta...
And the schedule moving forward, the schedule isn't the worst. You got the next 2 weeks, you got to at least win one of the games, and it's Patriots-Colts, so.
They got Patriots-Colts the next 2 games?
Yeah, and after that, you got Panthers, Saints, Jets, Seahawks, Bucks, Cardinals, Rams, Saints. So, I mean, some easy games, some tough games, but I'm starting to think they don't make the playoffs, and we'll see if I pick them, but.
I mean, I'm starting to think they're not going to make the playoffs as well. I think their defense is much improved from last year. I think they're a solid unit. I think I like London a lot. I, of course, like Bijan a lot. He's one of the best in the league. Their offensive line is really good. I'm just not really sold on Penix in general, and I'm definitely not sold on Kirk Cousins. So it's just like, no matter how good your team is, if you don't have a quarterback that I think is good, I can't have a high expectations for you as a team.
Mm-hmm. And then they've played, 7 games now? 7 games.
Oh, the Steelers are wearing these.
Oh, wow. That's wild. They've played 7 games, though, and they have 3 wins. And all 3 of their wins, they look like a playoff caliber football team.
Yep.
And all 4 of their losses, they don't.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, I'll say week 1, maybe. I'll give them that one. But a 30-0 loss to the Panthers, 2010 against the Niners, where you just kind of weren't in it, and then this loss.
They were in that game.
I mean, they were in it, but I didn't really feel like they were threatening to win that game. The Niners defense looked great.
Yeah, no, the Niners defense did look good. But yeah, I mean, like we said, just a horrible last couple weeks. And the Falcons are on. They're not hot button, I want to pick them, but they're in the range of teams I could pick for sure. No question. I also want to say I picked the Jags last week. very good for me to
Yeah.
pick a team that's playing on Monday night. So wait, did they have a bye this week? They had a bye this week. That's what it
Yeah.
was. For some reason, I thought they were playing on Monday night. It's the Chiefs, Commanders on Monday night. But very good for me to pick a team with a bye because then I don't have to face them like winning this week or whatever.
Yeah,
and being
right
wrong
away.
immediately. So I'm in a good spot, but whatever.
I mean, that 7 seed right now in the NFC is sitting at 5-3, and that's the Niners. So
In the NFC,
in the NFC, in the AFC, it's 4-3, and it's the Jags, but they haven't played.
I mean,
Chiefs win tomorrow.
if
losing
you
it.
look, the AFC is easier this year in my opinion.
I mean, it's the same record.
I mean, you lose Burrow and Lamar out of the AFC. That's a big hit. And then like top to bottom, there's more terrible teams in the AFC.
Wow, the NFL has playoff probabilities online.
Yeah,
on their website. Do you want to guess? I'll wait. Actually, I'll wait. I'll wait for this one.
okay.
I'll let you guess the Falcons playoff probability.
38%.
17.
Wow, bad.
Yes.
Yeah, Dolphins 0 or Dolphins 2.
The Dolphins
Can't be 0 yet.
are at 2.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go. 1 for 2.
I can't wait to drop this little bit of knowledge on you here soon.
All right. Next week, Dolphins are at home against the Ravens. Lamar should be there. That'll be fun, I guess.
I'm taking the Ravens. If Lamar's healthy,
Is that game on Thursday Night Football? It is Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, because that's the reason they're thinking Lamar didn't play this week is because it would have been a quick turnaround.
Makes sense to
And
me.
hey, we got to win.
And then we said Falcons are going into New England next week. I got Drake Maye.
Yeah, I got New England.
All right. Next game here, we have the Jets 39, the Bengals 38, and Aaron Glenn gets his first win as an NFL head coach in New York City. His team that he's coaching
The
is
team that he
in
could
New York,
out of New York
is in New
City,
York
but-
City. I guess he got the win in Cincinnati, Ohio. But just a bad choke from the Bengals here. I mean, they were up 2 touchdowns with 10 minutes remaining in this game. You got it close here. Like you said earlier, if they won this game, you're sitting at 4-4, and it's like, okay, we get Joe Burrow back in a couple months. If we can just hang in here, stay a game or two, and with 500, we get Joe Burrow for the last 2, 3, maybe 4 games, and we can make a run at this thing. You lose this one, now you're sitting at 3-5. You lost the easiest game on your schedule. So,
Not good.
like, I mean, what are you going to do? You have a game where Joe Flacco goes out there and has 2 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown, 223 passing yards, and they put up 38 points against the worst offense in football, and they lose the game.
I lost my phone, but I had a Justin Fields quote.
You lost your phone?
Yeah, I don't know where it went. I had a Justin Fields quote that I had bookmarked and I wanted to share, but basically, I don't know. Did we talk about the Justin Fields thing last week, or was that after? I think that was after with what Woody Johnson said.
No, that was after. Correct,
Yes. Woody Johnson before this game, after the week last week, talking about Aaron Glenn and Justin Fields, basically said it's hard for the coach to win when you have a quarterback like that.
Yeah. Taking a little bit out of context. If you listen to the full thing, it sounds a little bit better. Because he was like, he's not playing well, and you can't win with a quarterback like that. And he more meant like that's playing like Justin is, not like you can't win with Justin Fields.
Yeah.
That's more what he meant, but it comes off horribly.
It does not come off good.
Yeah.
And if you're the quarterback, you got to be a little pissed because you're putting your body on the line. But
I'm not here defending fucking Woody Johnson.
Yeah. Justin Fields, he had said that it was like one of the hardest weeks for him leading up to a game, but he went out and had maybe his best game of the year.
Yep.
Where he threw for 244 yards, a touchdown, no picks, ran the ball for 31 more yards, and just looked calm out there. He just kind of played free, and I'm happy for Justin Fields.
Me too. Everybody not in Cincinnati, I think, was rooting for the Jets today.
Yeah.
I mean, just to have that come back. I think you might have put your phone in your bag.
Yeah, I found it.
I feel like I remember you throwing it in there. But the Jets, I want to say they did one thing that I love. It's very smart. It's always the right thing to do. I don't understand why any team doesn't do this. When you're down by 2 touchdowns, you score a touchdown, you go for 2.
I don't completely agree with you on that one.
Really? Oh,
I think it depends on the team. And like if you're a team like the Jets, you do it because you're sitting at 0-7.
Yeah.
You do it. If you're a team that's in the playoff picture and maybe you're not the best at goal-to-go situations like the Buccaneers maybe,
Yeah.
then you don't go for it.
You have to go for it.
And I'm
6,
pretty
7
sure I remember the
times.
Buccaneers going for it this year and not getting it, but
I personally think it's like it just makes more sense to do it. You're gonna probably get 1 out of 2, and if you get both, you win.
I think it just depends on how good of a offensive line you got, how good of a goal-to-go team you
It
are.
definitely does depend. This game did feel like when the Lions were like 0-9-1 and then beat the Vikings in that late game.
Yeah.
In Campbell's first year, it's what it kind of felt like. 0-7. They go and they win this game late. They steal one. This one was obviously on the road, but I'm happy for Aaron Glenn. I love to see that post-game locker room with him talking about grit. So the Lions officially do not have the monopoly on grit anymore.
Yeah. I do have the quote, and it makes you feel happy for Justin Fields. He said he was pretty vulnerable. He was going to be pretty vulnerable. He says, "This week I found myself in my closet, crying on the ground, lying down, praying over and over," and went out and had a great game. So I'm happy for Justin Fields. He got the win. This team will not go winless. And if you're the Bengals, just not all time choke, but another choke.
Is he still in the closet?
Probably. I mean, maybe he went back and is happy now. So good for him.
Was that a pun intended? Gay, happy, closet.
Could be.
I don't know. I thought
It's up for interpretation.
Yeah, I thought it was. It definitely was not. Jets are on bye next week. Bengals have the Bears at home in Cincinnati.
I think I'm going to go Cincinnati. We saw another great Jamar Chase game. I think he can have another great one against the Bears.
I'm going to take the Bears on a bounce back.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would pick the Bears, but they just played a bad defense and didn't do much offensively. So
Is that defense getting better, though?
I mean, maybe it is.
Some are saying. All right, move us on here to Patriots 32, Browns 13.
Yeah, it was a decent game at the start. It felt kind of close. Browns defense was making stops, but in the typical bad offense, good defense, the later the game goes on, that good defense starts to get tired. And Drake Maye and the Patriots took complete advantage of that. And even in that advantage, though, I feel like the main storyline in this game was, for me at least, Myles Garrett dominating the game completely. 5 sacks, and then the Browns pull him.
I don't get
and
that at all.
He can't break the record.
That's insane to me.
It's insane to me. Threw the helmet. He was pissed. I'd be pissed too.
What is Kevin Stefanski doing?
I don't know. What else are they playing for?
I don't get
Are
it.
they playing for a playoff spot? Are they playing to stay healthy? Are they playing to trade him maybe?
That is the only thing that makes sense. Is because we did bake on the Bengals for
Yeah.
playing him and not being able to trade their guy now. I don't think Myles Garrett's getting traded, though. It didn't feel like that ever, except for like that 1 week in the offseason. Then they cleared it up, and since then it's been fine.
Yeah. And
So,
that's
I
the
don't
thing, though, about the contract situation is people are saying you can't feel bad for Myles Garrett because he willingly signed a contract to stay with this team for a lot of money and took up a lot of the cap space. So it's partially his fault.
Yep, we said the same thing about Dame
About,
Lillard.
yeah.
I mean, if you wanna keep signing for a gazillion dollars with a bad team, you better not complain about it.
Exactly.
And if you're gonna pretend like you don't care, and then request the trade and get out, then you just look like an idiot. And
Yeah.
that's what Dame did. I don't know if Myles Garrett's gonna do that, but we'll
Yeah.
see. What do I have? What do I have left here? I had one more thing on this game. Oh yeah. A couple things actually. TreVeyon Henderson needs to be the starting running back in this offense. And
Yeah.
we say it every single week. This week he goes 10 carries, 75 yards. Stevenson 14 for 34 yards. I mean, there's another team that did the same thing this week. We'll talk about them again. But yeah. I don't understand that at all. But outside of that, it's hard to really pick apart this Pats team. Because I mean, they're beating the hell out of these bad teams. They're gonna play who's in front of them. And excuse me, regardless of their terrible strength of schedule, they're probably gonna win this division.
Yeah, the strength of schedule is the whole thing that they have going for them. They got the Falcons, Bucks. Those are 2 kind of challenging games. And Jets, Bengals, Giants, 3 games they should win. Bills, Ravens, Jets, Dolphins. So yeah.
3 hard games.
And you got Drake Maye getting serenaded with MVP chance as well. He's played great football, and yeah, he doesn't have the best receiving core. I would also like to see them go to TreVeyon Henderson more. He did fumble in this game, which hurt him, but he was the leading back, 75 yards on 10 carries. Ramondre gets 14 for 34. It's always funny looking at the carries, and then one guy is just significantly more rushing yards.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me.
There's one later that makes
I
even less
literally
sense to
just
me.
said that 4 seconds ago.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I went on this whole spiel about the carries and that there's one later that we're going to talk about. That was the first thing I said to open this game.
Oh. I had just had that thought again when I saw Ramondre had 14 and TreVeyon had 10. So I mean, we're talking about the same player.
We are talking about the exact same thing.
I mean, not even.
Yes. You mentioned MVP. You wanna guess the top 5 again?
Oh, the top 5. Well, I'm gonna stick with Mahomes at 1.
That is still correct.
Josh Allen will be in there just because Josh Allen.
He is at 2.
Drake Maye, I mean, I'm assuming he's top 5.
He is at 3.
Yeah.
And after 3, there's a drop off. Drake Maye is plus 450 to win the NFL.
I'm gonna say because I want to Jonathan Taylor.
He is 8th.
Okay. And then Daniel Jones?
He is 5th.
Wow.
You're
So
missing
then
4th.
4th has got to be like Baker.
He is
Really?
6th.
Who am I missing? It's got to be a quarterback.
It is a quarterback.
Um.
NFC.
Oh, Goof.
Nope, he's 7th.
Not Jared Goff.
It would be Matthew Stafford.
Oh yeah, Matt Stafford.
It's
Well-
Mahomes, Allen, May, Stafford.
They're on a bye this week. That's why I wasn't
Yep.
thinking of them.
Stafford, Daniel Jones, Baker, Jared Goff, Jonathan Taylor, Jalen Hurts, and Justin Herbert rounds out the top 10.
I mean, I don't have too many disagreements, although I would say who's the best player in football been so far. I think you'd have to say Jonathan Taylor, but maybe a little bit of bias.
Yeah, I mean, and
But
it's
I mean,
still
if you look at the numbers, it's
well, I feel like it's very easy in the NFL to NBA. It's a little bit you start having the most valuable conversation. It's a little bit more blurry. NFL, if we're talking value, it's always going to be quarterbacks. There's no Jonathan Taylor is arguably the best running back in the league. He's not more valuable than any other team starting quarterback outside of like the
I
bad
would say
teams.
he's more valuable than Daniel Jones still.
What?
I think so.
I don't think so at all. Would you
I mean,
rather
it's just-
play with Daniel Jones and Amir Abdullah or Jonathan Taylor and Sam Ellinger or whoever your guy's backup is?
Okay, well, I mean, that's a massive drop.
That's what I'm saying. The quarterback
know.
is always more important. Always.
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, the numbers are just there. The numbers are just there.
But I feel like you could say that with anybody behind Jonathan Taylor on this list. Like Jalen Hurts. If they lose Jalen Hurts, they're in trouble. More in trouble than the Colts are if they lose JT. Same thing with Herbert. Same thing with Jordan Love.
I mean, we'd have to see if Jonathan Taylor got hurt, how bad the Colts run game would get, but we wouldn't know unless it happened.
And we hope it does not.
We hope it does not.
Okay. What
Desperately hope it does not.
are we on here? We're going to talk Patriots, Falcons. Take us to Eagles, Giants. Eagles 38, Giants 20.
Yeah, this game, it was an electric game up until the refs took it over and Scadaboo got hurt.
Yep.
All I really can take from this game is the tush push fumble was the most mad I've been seeing. All I could think about during the tush, there was a play where the Eagles run a tush push. Looked like maybe 3 seconds into the play, Hurts is reaching the ball out to try to get a first down. Was it Kayvon Thibodeau that grabbed it?
Think so.
It was either Kayvon Thibodeau or Burns. I think it was Thibodeau.
I think it was Thibodeau.
And Thibodeau just steals the ball. It was right there, stole the ball, forces a fumble, recovers it. Should have easily been Giants' ball, not even a question.
Mhm.
And then the refs come in later, and I mean, he has the ball and he's down, and then all of a sudden they're blowing the whistles. The whistles weren't blown yet,
Yes.
and they rule forward progress.
That's just insane.
And the only thing that come to my head is everything that's going on with the NBA.
yeah.
That's
I
the
mean,
only thing that
it's-
could come to my head while that was going on.
It's hard not to have that on the mind right now with sports.
No, it's the betting thing. I mean, as fun as it is to sports bet, can completely change everything.
Yeah. And yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to process. I want to wait till the facts come out to give a full. I want to see what else is there.
What concerns me more is, I mean, I know the Chauncey Billups thing was just like a poker thing, but the fact that the mafia is involved in the poker thing changes
Yeah.
everything that's going on. I mean, Rozier, I thought he was kind of doing it by himself. Then you hear about Jonte Porter's being forced into it, allegedly being forced into doing it, and that's very concerning.
My thing is it's already so bad. Like it's so bad. And Adam Silver is gonna have to respond to this. And the fact that he tried to cover it up is easily the worst part to me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he said nothing to Rozier or any of them.
No.
I think they were allowed to play again.
Rozier did not for the rest of that season.
But he was only out to injury.
Correct. Similar to the horn I've been tooting for years now that somebody that people consider their GOAT did not just quit to play baseball. Do you believe it a little bit more now? That it was probably a game.
I've never been 100% against that. It wasn't. I mean, there's also let me
do we
switch-
want to talk about that?
let me reverse the roles here to your GOAT. Telling his best friend insider information.
Yeah, that's not good. That's very, very much not good.
So both GOATs are
yes.
in the gambling seats.
Yes. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, the tush push fumble pissed me off because that was a clear fumble.
That was clear gambling.
It could have been, honestly.
It was clear gambling.
I mean, it just goes back to the whole thing about the tush push. They give them long enough, like, if they're running it, they can push for 10 minutes until they get their 1 yard.
Yep.
But on this play where, I mean, he had the first down, but he got the ball stolen from him before the whistles came in. It just, no way that wasn't a fumble.
I agree. No, I completely agree. And if you can't do that, then what are you supposed to do?
There's nothing you can do.
And the Giants were kind of just deflated after the Scatterboo injury, and rightfully so. I mean, what are you playing for at that point? We talked about it though. Tank Bigsby coming in for Saquon and having 100 yards. That was good to see that. Maybe their offensive line has figured something out with the run blocking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's good to see.
I'm saying like
good for the Eagles.
Like Saquon goes for 150, and then you get Bigsby to come in and go for 100. It's like, okay, maybe the run blocking is where it needs to be.
Yeah, which is good for the Eagles, but after today, I mean, I've always been okay with the Eagles, but that pissed me off a lot.
Yeah, no, me too. And I will say though, this is their first like solid, convincing win in a while.
It is. My notes from this game, just looking at it now, Saquon finally broke one. Scatterboo, because he had the big touchdown. Awful call on the Tush Push. He fumbled so fast, and now Scatterboo is dead.
Yeah, that's basically how the game went. That's basically what happened. The Eagles are on bye next week, and the Giants play the 49ers.
One more thing. Another thing that we didn't mention this game. 4th down call. Giants get a 60-yard touchdown.
Yep.
They call it offensive pass interference. Clearly was like defensive pass interference. If anything, was not offensive. I think it was on Slayton. Slayton should have had a 60-yard touchdown. They call it back. Dable was understandably still pissed.
Yep.
And that's just another. I don't know. The Eagles had the refs.
They do. They needed a win.
Yeah.
They got it. They were going to get it one way or another.